Jacob Kaluba started a business as a sole trader on 1st March 2023 and wishes to prepare his accounts annually to 31st March of each year. The following transactions occurred during March 2023, and we are given these transactions that occurred in the month of March of 2023. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions. We are required to do two things. A, to record the above transactions in the respective ledger accounts. To record the above transactions in the respective ledger accounts. This for 12 marks. And B, we are to prepare the trial balance as at 31st March 2023. To prepare the trial balance as at 31st March 2023. This for 8 marks. So let's proceed and start with A. We are going to record the above transactions in the respective ledger accounts. On March 1, Jacob started business with 150,000 kwacha in the bank. He started business with 150,000 kwacha in the bank. So the two accounts that we're dealing with here, started business, the amount of money that you use to start a business or the money that is used to start a business is known as capital. And so we need to create or open a capital account. And this capital account is going to be credited. This transaction took place on the 1st of March 2023. And this particular amount of money was put where? Was put in the bank. How much was this? 150,000 kwacha. So we've created our first account. What we now need to do is to create a second account, which is the bank account. So I'll go just down here and I will type bank. The bank account is going to be debited because it is receiving. When was this? 1st of March 2023. And the money that's been put into the bank account came from the capital account. How much? 150,000 kwacha. There we have it. So this has been recorded. So let's just do this and cross it like that to show that we have attended to it. We go to the transaction that happened on the 2nd. Bought office furniture paying by cash, 80,200. Bought office furniture paying by cash, 80,200. So the two accounts that we're dealing with here, there's the office furniture account and there's the cash account. Office furniture account and there's a cash account. So let's open an office furniture account. Office furniture, spelling, furniture. Okay, yeah, we have the office furniture account. We've opened it. And this account, let me just do this so it looks nice and it is presentable like this. Good. And these, okay, let's do this. Move them, all of these. All these, let me move them right like that. So that they look presentable, right? Looks neat, looks decent. So the office furniture account that we have just opened had a transaction that took place when? On the 2nd. So this transaction took place on the 2nd of March 2023. What happened? Jacob bought office furniture paying by cash. So the other account then that we're dealing with here is the cash account. How much is involved? 80,200 kwacha. 80,200 kwacha. Is that it? No. We need to open a cash account. We need to open a cash account. And this cash account is being credited because it was giving out. The transaction date is 2nd March 2023. And the corresponding account, which is this one, is what we're going to put here. Office furniture. All right. And how much are we talking about here? It's 80,200. 80,200, like this. Great. So we can also just highlight this to show that we have attended to this one already. We move on to this transaction that happened on the 20th. Bought goods on credit. Bought goods on credit. So we're going to open an account. This account, we're going to call it goods. All right, goods. So since it's being bought, something is coming in, it means it's going to be debited. When did this transaction take place? On the 20th. Okay, so we'll just indicate that this was 20th March 2023. What account? Let's see. What account? Bought goods on credit from JB Limited. So here we'll put JB Limited. How much is involved? 60,000 kwacha. 60,000 kwacha. So we've done the first part. Now we need to open an account for JB Limited. JB Limited. This account is going to be credited for a transaction that took place when? On the 20th of March 2023. The corresponding text here is goods. So we'll write goods. How much is involved is 60,000 kwacha. That's it. We are done with this third transaction. What we are actually doing here is that we are fulfilling this requirement that we need to record the above transactions in the respective ledger accounts. And that's what we're doing. We are on this transaction now. Jacob, he paid 9,500 to JB Limited by check. To JB Limited by check. So what happens is that Jacob goes to the bank, and here is bank. We already have this one here. He goes to the bank and gives out from the bank. And because he is giving out, we are going to credit this account. This transaction is for when? This transaction is for the 25th of March 2023. And the payment is going to who? The payment is going to JB Limited. JB Limited. And how much are we talking about? Here, 9,500. 9,500. There we go. Are we done? No. We need to go back to JB's account, because this time JB's account is receiving. He was paid. How much was he paid? Here it is. He was paid. This is Jacob. Jacob paid 9,500 to JB. So JB Limited is receiving, meaning it's going to be debited. When this transaction? This transaction, 25th of March. So we'll write 25th March 2023. Okay. And what is the corresponding account that we're dealing with here? Bank. And how much is involved? 9,500. Is this 9,500? Yes, it is 9,500. So let's just share this to show that we have done this transaction. Two more transactions to go. This one now happened on the 30th. Sold goods for cash amounting to 45,000 kwacha. Sold goods on cash amounting to 45,000 kwacha. Sold. When you sell, it means that what we're going to do is we're going to register a sales account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a sales account. And this sales account, we've been told that Jacob sold goods for cash amounting to 45,000 kwacha. So the sales transaction is here. Sold goods for cash. Sold goods. So this particular account is sales, right? So sales is always credited. This happened when? On the 30th of March 2023. And this was what? Cash. Cash. We've been told that the sales were in cash, amounting to what? To 45,000. Like that. So we're done with the sales account. But we need to also go to the cash account, which is right over here. This cash account at this particular point was receiving because we made a sale. Was receiving because we made a sale. When was this transaction? This transaction was on 30th March 2023. The corresponding account is a sales account. And how much? 45,000 kwacha. So we can highlight this to show that we have attended to this one. And we move on to the transaction that happened on the 31st of March. The 31st of March. Paid 4,500 cash for renting a shop at City Market. Paid 4,500 cash for renting a shop at City Market. So we have the cash account here, and we have got the shop account, the cash account and the shop account. So the cash account is here, and from this cash account we removed 4,500, meaning we are going to credit this account. This transaction happened on the 1st of March 2023, and this particular cash went to what? Rent. How much? 4,500. So now we need to open a rent account. Okay, so let's just go down here and create a rent account. And this rent account is receiving, right? This happened on what date? Let me just scroll up to see and remind myself. This happened on the 31st of March. 31st of March, like this. And this was what? Cash. How much? 4,500. 4,500. So we are done with the rent account. How about the cash account? Did we touch it with regards to this one? Yes, right over there. So we are done with recording the above transactions. So we have recorded the transactions in the respective ledgers. We have recorded the transactions. These are the transactions. We've recorded them. Do we end here? No, we need to take a step forward. We need to close these accounts. We need to balance these accounts, because it is that information that's going to be helpful, that's going to be needed for us to attend to B, to prepare the trial balance as at 31st March 2023. Let us now balance and close off these accounts. But I am not going to go through each of these accounts. In particular, I'm not going to go through accounts that only have one entry like this one, because these is straightforward, that capital is credited. But for these like this one, which have got two entries, I'm going to run you through how you handle this one. This one, it is straightforward, that office furniture is debited. This one, like the bank account, has got two entries. I'll run you through how to attend to this one. But these others with one entries, pretty much the same. For JB Limited has two entries. I'll show you what to do. So let's start with the first one up here, which is the bank account, this one. So what do we need to do? Here's what we need to do. You look at the sides, this side, the debit side and the credit side. Which side has got the biggest number? Which side has got the biggest number? This side, it's 150,000. I may need to create some more space here. So let me just move this down. So here, like I said, it's 150. Here it is 9,500. So what you do, first, let's draw a line right over here. Okay. Then what we do is we get the highest amount. This one is 150. So that's what we're going to write here. 150,000. We are also going to write 150,000 on this side. We are also going to write 150,000 on this side. Now, 150,000 plus 0 is 150,000. 9,500 plus zeros is not equal to 150,000. No. So what we need to take note of here is the balance. This balance is the difference between this and this, because that is what's going to enable us to find this amount. What is the difference between this and this? That difference, when it is added to this, will give us this. And since you will be allowed to use a calculator on the exam, here's a calculator. So what's the difference of these? It's 150,000 minus 9,500. It is 140,500. So it's going to be here 140,500. Is that it? No. So it's going to be balance, spelling, balance brought down. Brought down how much? 140,500. 140,500. Here's something very important to remember. This balance is always going to be brought down on the opposite side. The balance is going to be brought down on the opposite side. If this were this side, then the one that we could have brought down was going to be on this side. Let's see if we have anything close to that. We have this one here, which is for cash. So let's just create some space like we did earlier. Create some space there. Okay, and draw our line. Just going to do it right over here like this. Okay, so here's the line here. So we look at this side is 45,000, and we look at this side, it is more than 45,000. So remember, you always look at both sides, and then what you're going to write down here is the biggest of the two. So here we've got this 80,200 plus 4,500. So where's that calculator? Here it is. So it's 80,200 plus 4,500. It gives us 84,700. So we'll write here 84,700, and also write on this side 84,700. So this plus 0 plus 0 does give us 84,700. So this plus 0 plus 0 does give us 84,700. How about this side? 45,000 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. Does it give us this amount? No. It means that there's a balance here. A balance, and this balance will need to carry it down to the next month. We need to carry it down to the next month. So the balance is the difference between this and this. So we pull out our calculator. We already have this amount here. Then we're going to subtract 45,000. So the difference is 39,700. So this is what's going to be written here, 39,700. Now you see, this balance is on the left. We need to carry it down. We need to bring it down to the next month, okay? And when that happens, it's going to be on this side because it's on the left here. It's going to be on the right. So we're going to clearly indicate that this is the balance brought down of how much? The balance brought down of 39,700. This one, 39,700. Great. We do the same for JB Limited. For JB Limited, there we go. Draw a line. Which side has the biggest amount? This side is 60,000. This one is 9,500. So 60,000 is obviously bigger. So we'll write 60,000 there. And we'll also write 60,000 on this side. 60,000 plus 0 is 60,000. 9,500 plus 0 is not 60,000. So there's a balance. There is a balance. Carry down, and the balance is the difference between these two. So we just pull out our calculator. There's 60,000 minus 9,500. 5,500. So here it's going to be 5,500. This is what we're going to move to down here. So let me just create some space by moving this down. Create some space by moving this down. So remember, there's this balance. It's over here. We need to move it on the other side to bring it down so that we start the month with this particular amount. So it's going to be balance, spelling there. It's going to be balance brought down. How much? 5,500. This one, 5,500. And that's it. With this information now, we can proceed to prepare the trial balance. We have attended to A. We can highlight it like this to show that it has been done. So now let us proceed and prepare the trial balance. So we are supposed to prepare a trial balance for who? We are dealing with the account for Jacob Kaluba. So that's the first thing that you always write, the name of the account. The next, you need to clearly indicate that this is a trial balance as at 31st March 2023, like this. You need to clearly indicate this. Okay, let's just create some space here just to make it look neat like that. So we have items. Okay, let's call them items, and these items are debited, which is DR, or they are credited. What currency are we using? We're using the Zambian kwacha. Okay, so ZMW. So equally here we'll put ZMW. Now, when we talk about items in this particular case or accounts, I'm talking about these ones: capital, bank, office furniture, all the ones that are highlighted, because those are what are going to be included in the trial balance. So let's start. We have capital there, so we'll write capital here. Capital. Is capital debited or credited? It's simple. You just look at which side it's at. Is it on the left side or is it on the right side? In this particular case, the entry under capital is on the right side, and this means that it is credited. So we'll get this amount right over here. Okay, it's 150 there. 150. So we are done with this one. Next, it is bank. So we're going to write bank right over here. Is bank debited or credited? So bank is here, and this is the balance that we want. The balance brought down. Is it on the left side or on the right side? It is on the left side. So bank is going to be debited with this amount over here. This amount. So bank debited, that amount was 140500. So we're done with capital and we're done with bank. Now it's office furniture, and the entry is on the left, it's on the debit side. So we'll type here office furniture. Okay, office furniture. Let's just give it some space like this. Office furniture, remember, it's on the debit side. Here it is. So it is 80,200. So it is 80,200. So we're done with office furniture. Next, it is cash. This one, cash, and you see the balance brought down is on the right side. So we're going to write cash. Okay, cash. This is a credit entry. It's on the right side, so it's a credit. Cash, in this particular case, it's a credit. So cash amounting to how much? Cash amounting to 39700. This one here. 39700. All right, so next it is cash. We've dealt with cash. Next is goods. So we have goods. The balance is where? This side. You see, it's on the left side, so it's going to be debited. This amount is how much? 6,000. 60,000. Okay, we proceed. There's JB Limited, so we'll talk about JB Limited now. Limited. Is it a debit entry? Is it a debit or a credit? Let's see. Here it is. And our balance brought down is here. It's on the right side. So meaning it's going to be credited. Okay. JB, it's going to be credited 50,500. So we go here and we're going to put 50,500. Are we done? No. We have got sales. Okay. So we're going to type here sales. All right, is the sales debit or credit? All right, so here is this information. It is on the credit side. So for sales, we'll just credit it as well. How much? 45,000. Then we have the rent, which is the last one. Rent. So this rent is on the left side. So meaning it's going to be debited. How much? 4,500. So here it is. 4,500. So now let's look at the entries that we have done, what we have just put together. This one here as being the trial balance. When we put it together, is it going to balance? Is the question. Is it going to balance? So let me take these debits. Okay, just the debits. What total does it give us? It gives us a total of 285,200. This is 285,200. Let's also add these this side. What do they give us? they give us 285,200. Here, it has balanced. The total entries on the debit side are equal to the total entries on the credit side. The trial balance has been done, and we have both the 8 marks and the 12 marks. 20 marks. My name is Savoy. I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Captain37, and also to follow the Facebook page, Marketing Study in Zambia. I'll see you in the next lesson.